2018 Watch the Vote Election Integrity Candidate Policy Endorsement, the California primary. For the California primary, Watch the Vote endorses the following four candidates' election integrity position or their election and transparency position in alphabetical order. Patrick Little, candidate, United States Senate from California. Ruben Major, candidate, Secretary of State, California. Mark Measer, candidate, Secretary of State, California. Eric Rydberg, candidate, Secretary of State, California. Position endorsement details for each candidate's specific positions are as follows. Candidate Patrick Little supports to preserve the paper ballots and the digital ballot images for 22 months after the election, pursuant to Federal Law 52 U.S.C. 20701. Also, candidate Little supports hand counting paper ballots at the precinct before the ballots leave the public view. Patrick Little also understands, as do a few other candidates, the vote counting vulnerabilities discovered in the Wisconsin recount. Watch the Vote supports these specific election integrity and election transparency positions of candidate Little. Candidate Ruben Major has become keenly aware of the voter registration problems in 2016, not just in California, but also nationwide. Candidate Major supported former Secretary of State Deborah Bowen's decertification of the electronic election system. Watch the Vote supports Ruben Major's goal to decertify the electronic election system and to secure the voter registration system also. Candidate Major also supports open source software. Candidate Major also supports counting paper ballots by hand while being viewed by a video camera. Watch the Vote supports these specific election integrity and election transparency positions of candidate Major. Candidate Mark Measer is an election law attorney and strongly advocates that only legitimate voters be allowed to vote. He plans to read dead people's votes during election and has made the public aware that illegals can vote in California because they have a California ID. This is in violation of the California Constitution. Candidate Measer supports the lawsuit against L.A. County for having a 144% voter registration. That's the lawsuit, Election Integrity Project and Judicial Watch versus Dean Logan. Watch the Vote supports these specific election integrity and election transparency positions of candidate Measer. Candidate Eric Rydberg supports elections based on hand-counted paper ballots. Watch the Vote supports these specific election integrity and election transparency positions of candidate Rydberg. Because Alex Padilla, the incumbent for Secretary of State of California in 2016, did not direct the state OVSTA to examine the voter registration software, Watch the Vote cannot, I repeat, Watch the Vote cannot endorse this policy of Mr. Padilla. Watch the Vote does not have the time to research all candidates across the nation, but any candidate earnestly seeking election integrity and election transparency are welcome to contact us on Facebook. Watch the Vote's position endorsement policy. To be clear, Watch the Vote is a national, nonpartisan election integrity group. Watch the Vote does not endorse a single candidate pro se, nor does Watch the Vote endorse a candidate's political position on anything but election integrity and election transparency, nor does Watch the Vote endorse a candidate's past actions or positions. Who is Watch the Vote? We are a national election integrity group, and you can find out more on our Facebook page or website. The Facebook page, Watch the Vote USA, all one word, watchthevoteusa.com. I'm Kelly Z. Mordecai, signing off.